All right, y'all. Welcome back. What's good, y'all? Episode. Take it away. What is it, girl?
What episode is it? What is it, like 45?
45.
The big 4-5. Bitch, I'm hungry. I'm sorry. I've been seeing on TikTok all these like the chicharrones with
Yeah, you told me.
guacamole.
That. I saw it too, though.
I've been seeing it like crazy, and I know that some of y'all don't like to see us eat on here, girl, but it's my favorite time of the day.
Happy Thursday or Friday if you're listening on podcast platforms, whether that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Guys.
Make sure y'all watch, though.
Yeah, make
On
sure you guys
YouTube.
tune in because we're gonna be eating chicharrones, and I've been craving them, dude. Like the chicharrones from Cárdenas.
Thick ones too.
We had is the big ones, the ones from Cárdenas. And then you just dip them. Everyone's been dipping it in like literally the Cárdenas guacamole, and we got some salsa too because I feel like you need salsa for like pork. My mouth is watering, dude.
What the heck?
I can't wait to try this. We've obviously tried it before, you know, for like TikTok. Everybody's like trying it out. Like, you know, obviously for us, like this is stuff that you have like at a carne asada or like even just in general. Like when you go with your family to Cárdenas and you want to like get a snack, like this is something we would eat, you know? So we've obviously tried it before, but with TikTok, like blowing it up right now, like se me antoja so much, dude.
Yeah, it looks
Ugh, this shit look bomb, bitch. Look at this.
She's thick as fuck.
Oh, thick as bitch.
She's a thick
That shit has a
queen.
lot of fat in it though. Like this one.
That scares me.
This one is like, I like the ones with like meat on them. I don't know which ones.
Yeah,
to get.
the meat ones are it,
Holy
girl.
shit, bitch! I can't.
Let's
oh my
see.
god. I feel like we're gonna need some napkins for this because this is like,
She's a big girl.
this is gonna squirt. Like, you know, she's gonna like really, and then people just straight up dunk her in here.
Is that the one that's filled with fat or the one with meat?
No, this looks like it's both, girl. I don't know.
Hold up, girl. Let me go. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, she's full of fucking.
Oh my god.
This one looks like the house, girl.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
my turn. Let me see. Maybe not this. You said the
Dude,
guacamole.
wait, hold on. Like the grasa exploding in my mouth as I'm biting this is like scary.
Stop! Quit playing, girl.
Jesus. Bomb, huh?
I got a good one.
You got a good one, bitch? Mine has a lot of grasa. Like a lot. Oh my god, this is so good. I haven't had this in a bit, honestly. But some good chicharron. You know where we always had chicharron? Like in Mexico. Like they'll be passing by, like selling chicharron. And my dad, like usually in the morning when we're in Mexico and the rancho, is so fucking iconic. I love mornings in Mexico. Like my dad will go get like tortas, no, like bolillo, and he'll go get chicharron and carnitas like mixed with your fucking bolillo, bitch.
That's what the fuck we need. Bolillos. My mom has some too. What's up?
Girl, I can't. Like for me, the bread is too much, too fucking heavy on me right now.
Queen.
But this is actually like the perfect source of protein, bitch. I'm thriving.
This is really freaking good. You guys, this
Bomb.
episode, this is going to be a really good girl chat, let me tell you.
Oh my god, yes.
Because last episode took a turn. So there's going to be really good little chit chat about everything, honestly. But before we get to that, let's talk about our week, girl. Because I know we enjoying these chicharrones a little too much and we ain't talking. Imagine.
I'm so sorry. This is delicious.
No, that's really good. We could snack throughout. Let me tell you my week then.
Yeah, how was your week? Oh my god, now me talking with my mouth full.
So I actually I thought I didn't really have a productive week, but I did. We're gonna start our kitchen renovations really soon. I'm so excited.
Come on.
You're cooking up some good meals. Imagine. No, I'm so excited because it's been a minute. I've been there for over a year, and the first thing I wanted to do was a damn kitchen because my kitchen's actually very, very outdated. Like really outdated. I think like even outdated kitchens I see and like I don't know, my cabinets are just built different, girl. You've seen them.
She's a little outdated, a little bit.
She's very outdated.
But the plans you have for it,
She's
bitch,
very
I'm excited.
outdated, but the kitchen that I want is so beautiful.
Iconic.
So I had somebody go and give me a quote. I absolutely love this contractor. I've seen his work. Beautiful, beautiful work. He does a lot of kitchens, a lot of restrooms, all that good stuff. So
his work looks gorgeous.
I really trust him. So he went today and gave us a quote. Hold on, girl. Your light just went out. The one from the back.
Yeah.
We're off to a great start, ladies.
Yeah, we're not about to pause and let it charge for an hour. It is what it is, guys. My light went out behind me.
Anyways, so I'm so excited for my kitchen, girl. Like, I feel like it's like it's really outdated. Like, where obviously, like I cook in there and everything. I'm there every day, but I feel like like something about renovating your kitchen, bitch. Like,
So
I'm
exciting.
so excited just being in there.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
it's always exciting renovating.
I
Especially
want
your
to
kitchen.
like definitely break it in like when it's ready and bring like, my friends, have a barbecue, and just all have like a little cookout.
Kitchens are like where you spend most of your time. At
Yeah.
least, like, I mean, I feel like I spend a lot of time. Like, I'm still fucking chewing. I'm sorry,
No,
y'all.
you're fine. Go ahead.
I have to chew a lot, and on top of that, chicharrón, bitch. I'm
How's
about to
that
break
gonna
a fucking
sit on
tooth.
you, girl?
I'm about to break a veneer on this shit.
Let's not break it, girl. But I'm so excited. Finally, I've gotten like different contractors to give me quotes. And I just feel like his was just so reasonable. And he's like the sweetest guy. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's legit. I am so excited. And we're starting in a couple weeks. Yeah, in like 2 weeks, they start the demo, bitch. I'm like, it's happening.
The demos and for the building from there, it's gonna be the hardest part because anything you eat, like the kitchen's not gonna be accessible to you for weeks.
We already talked about it. I'm like, I'm gonna be pulling up to Karina's and making food over there. Like,
I mean, yeah, period. Why not?
what do you do? You're like, no.
Or get takeout, like too. That you could always do takeout,
But takeout for a whole month is like, I'm gonna crave at home food too, girl.
oh shit, bitch, for real.
Yeah, he told me it was gonna take a month because I guess we got time, right? Let me tell you my plans, girl. I'm knocking down that whole wall,
Oh, you're knocking the wall down?
the living room and the kitchen.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You really
So
going up.
he did say he's like obviously like there might be like piping and all this stuff in there, and I'm like, it is what it is. Like might as well go ham, right? He's gonna give me like a full final quote of where the walls like knocked down and where the walls like still up, because he told me if he still keeps that wall up, like we could still fit a pretty decent island, because we're adding to the side of my where I have the breakfast table. There we're adding countertops. Like, you guys would have to know my layout, like, which I'll probably show you guys. Definitely
I'm
the
confused.
process.
I'm like, okay.
Karina, where the window is with like the breakfast table, the chairs. You know that corner? Karina, quit playing, girl. You're going to my house.
Yeah. I know it. I didn't know if you were talking about the other table. Or
that's the dining, the little breakfast.
Oh,
nook.
yeah.
So there he's adding the countertops. And right there, the sink is going to go there.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, the sink will go there.
That's an iconic
And
layout.
the window that's like in the front, that like out window, that's going to be like blocked off, and that's going to be full cabinets.
Okay.
So in a way, I'm not losing cabinet space. But he did say if I keep the wall up, that we could still have a big island, because we still have space from like the window where the sink is going to be. Like, I could still have a big island. So I'm going to see both options, whatever works for me. But I think so far right now, I think I'm going with like go ham or go home. Like, I want the walls knocked down. So if I didn't do it after, y'all just know that it's probably gonna cost a lot of money. But I'm like hoping that like it's still in the budget. You know?
Oh my gosh, that's exciting.
I'm so excited. Yeah,
I'm here for that, girl.
So that was the highlight of today. That was this morning.
Highlight of the week. Period. You're
Period.
finally renovating your kitchen.
It's finally happening. In a couple weeks, literally dead ass.
Queen.
I'm so excited. How was yours, Gorge?
My week has been pretty eventful. We actually, I was just at the warehouse this morning. I just told Mayra before I started this podcast, I'm like, I feel like I'm always like trying to keep the like energy up whenever I come on the podcast. And I was like, bitch, I need to like wake up. That's why I was like, let's get some chicharrones in here, get excited or something. Cause I was feeling a little tired, bitch. I've been at the warehouse since 8 a.m. this morning. And then I left at like at 12:30 because I was like, I need to get ready for the podcast. Let's get the podcast done. And then right after this, I have to go back to the warehouse. So I just been like all over the place today. But good thing is we actually have been like hiring a lot of people on finally. Like last night, Mayra, it was like 25 of us in the warehouse.
Whoa.
Like 25 of us. There was like a lot of people that we were training yesterday. And then this morning, there was another group of girls too, like at the warehouse.
I'm not joking.
You okay? Need some water, girl. I'm done. So this morning we were training more people. So like, I'm excited. It's just been a really tiring week because we've been training and stuff. But I'm really excited because even when I'm home, like when I came home, I didn't have to worry. I'm like, there's still work being done. Right now, technically, I should be on my way to the warehouse, but I know that my crew's going to show up and I'm going to show up till later and shit's going to get done. So that feels so good because I feel like for like this last year, me and Raul have been, what? What happened?
Girl, just keep going. Oh no, because I'm up here all going the fuck off.
Go off. This is your chance to eat while I'm talking. So I told Raul, I was like, we need to get serious about this. Like, I need a solid, reliable team. Like, I can't just depend on like if someone's gonna come in or not. I shouldn't have to like think like who's coming or who's not. So we just like we have a lot of people right now working and you know we're like testing it out and stuff. But literally like as we speak right now, like 30 something employees. And like, period. And I'm like, this is what I've always wanted: morning and night shift, constant people working at the warehouse. To you know, we have so much exciting things coming out, you guys. First of all, right now we're working on an all concha restock.
Wow,
like all conchas, Mayra, because you know the conchas are like the best sellers right now.
You need to do a chicharrón one, girl.
Stop, not the chicharrón slime. Don't tell me because you know I will, bitch.
Go ahead.
I will. I'm doing it now. I'm just kidding. But we're just really getting organized at the warehouse, and it makes me so happy because this is what we've been wanting. But with that, it's a lot of training has been coming in, so I've just been so tired. But it's good stuff, you know. It's good stuff. Who the fuck is texting me?
Quit playing, girl.
It's literally the Squishy Bunny group chat. But anyways, that's how my week has been.
Period.
But today we wanted to talk about.
Hold on.
What?
Chicharrones, bitch, I'm having a full course meal right now. I hate that. Like, I come with a mindset like, oh, we're gonna eat on the podcast, and like when I tell you like I won't eat because I'm gonna eat here, and like, bitch, she's having a full course meal on the podcast.
And when you told me, I think it was like yesterday, you were like, I want to bring corn dogs. I was like, damn, we've been eating on every fucking episode.
I love it. I feel like it's part of the segment now,
right? And then I was like, okay, cool and all, but I was like, the chicharrones are a lot on TikTok right now. I was like, I feel like we should do chicharrones.
I'm still, I was still with the Korean dogs.
The Korean corn dogs. See, the thing with me is I love Korean corn dogs. I do, but like bread sits so heavy in my stomach. Like I wouldn't have enjoyed. I know I would have one bite and been like wanting to throw up. So
I feel you, girl. Okay.
Girl chat, what's up?
Oh, girl chat, what's good? Imagine why am I screaming?
Guys, we wanted to today just talk about all things girl chat. Like I'm talking like everything you would talk about with your friends. We're gonna get deep. And we're gonna keep it like just.
This would have been good to have our friends here.
I feel like Elizabeth and Peter.
Thinking, girl.
Elizabeth and Peter should have been here today.
They should have. We need to bring them back on.
Hello, imagine. So get over here, imagine.
Have you heard of the free bleeding TikTok? Because apparently, like,
oh my god,
tampons and freaking pads are toxic for you down there.
Well, we been knew they're toxic, right? But okay,
why are they toxic?
I mean, everything in this fucking world is toxic. Like,
did you know that like deodorant and all that is toxic too?
Yeah, all of it. That's what I'm saying. Like, everything's fucking toxic. Like, I don't like when I mean, to each their own, girl. But like when people start talking about like, you know, this is toxic for you. I'm like, bitch, the air we're breathing right now is toxic. Like everything it gives you cancer. Everything
that you eat is toxic. Like, do you know what they're putting in your food?
Like the water, everything is contaminated.
But like the problem is that people start using like the menstrual cups. But now
no.
What?
Well, now, oh yeah, bitch, not me.
No, imagine.
No, well, you were about to say it. So if you guys haven't heard of the free bleeding on TikTok, did you hear about it?
I just saw it on the Now It's Gorge.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about it because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about free bleeding on TikTok. So when you hear free bleeding, Mayra, what do you think?
I just think be straight up going commando.
Yeah, like
I mean, not necessarily, but with that,
some people straight up go commando,
like not wearing anything.
Some people like straight up like nothing. A girl will be bleeding at their house.
How does that work? Because like, wouldn't she be like dripping everywhere?
Okay, so here's the thing: there's different terms to free bleeding, and I went into a wormhole on TikTok because I was like, what exactly do y'all mean by free bleeding? People have different definitions of it or what they do, but free bleeding is basically free bleeding with no products needed, like no tampons, no pads, none of that, no menstrual cup,
baths.
What? Pads? Oh, you thought I said baths?
I thought you said no baths, bitch. I was like, quit fucking playing, girl.
No, but okay. So basically, tampons and pads have a bunch of toxins in it, and then people were saying like, well, menstrual cups also have like toxins in them and stuff, So essentially, what you're doing when you're free bleeding is you're embracing your womanhood and just letting nature take its course, letting your uterus and you connect and be one while you're bleeding. It's like, it's giving
where's
that
your blood going?
So that's where I got into a fucking wormhole, girl.
Because okay, people started you doing the menstrual cups, but all of a
That's
sudden
not free bleeding. It's not free bleeding.
No. But they that was like an alternative to the other ones being toxic to you, right? Mm-hmm. But apparently it causes your uterus to prolapse.
Oh, that part. So apparently, like, it could cause your uterus to prolapse, which means like literally come out of your body, right?
Ay, Dios mío.
So I'm like, okay, that has to be like a rare case or whatever. But the point is, people are trying to be like, they don't want to fuck with that or whatever.
Like everything isn't like a baby's diaper. Like I'm sure that's like toxic, right?
Everything. I mean, everything is toxic, So you could see bleeding as different stuff though, because you would think like, well, maybe put like a rag or something.
Would you do it?
Well, this is the thing. There's so many different terms to free bleeding. There's people that I have seen on TikTok straight up say, it doesn't matter what day of the month, what day of the period it is. They say that they'll be at home. And if they're at home,
like, no going out vibes.
If they're at home, they're like, I'll just walk around. And if I'm going to lay on the couch, I'm going to sit on the couch with like a towel under me in case I drip. There's people that say that.
That's a crime scene, girl. Let me tell you.
So this is my first thought when I'm seeing these TikToks. I'm like, how light is your period?
They are not having the heavy ass periods that some of us have, girl, because the second day alone,
because bitch, my clots could never.
Second day,
my golf ball size clots.
Isn't that actually like they tell you at the hospital?
I know.
When they come out like a golf size to go to the hospital immediately.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, bitch, like those first. For me, day 1 and 2, Crystal's like dying over there. For me, day 1 and 2, bitch, like I literally cannot.
Day 1, no. How is your cycle? Because day 1 for me is like
yeah. You're right.
Bitch, it's like a train.
It's day 2. Day 2 is a fucking flood.
I always actually think about like if I were to collect my just fucking disgusting. If I were to collect my period in a cup, like how much blood are we really losing in a period?
So it's actually not that much that you're losing. I heard it's like a few tablespoons because you're like, bitch, I seen my.
Let me tell you, because I read one time. Y'all see that fucking salsa? That's how it is, isn't it?
Me, I was kidding.
No.
But you're not actually. This is all like mucus and like other juices coming out.
Bitch, I can't. Disgusting.
It's not just straight blood. A lot of stuff is coming out.
True.
Like your uterus is shedding all kinds of shit, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not pure blood that you're shedding. It's other fluids, and other particles or whatever.
Yeah.
So technically,
they gotta do something about that smell, though.
What? Wait a fucking minute. We gotta do something about that smell. What?
Like, let's keep it 100, y'all. I know all girls are here listening. Like that period smells like unique.
Period.
Karina, period smell?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't smell like straight up blood.
After having a baby, remember I told you, Karina? That's different. You guys, if y'all have had kids,
oh my God, it's such a unique scent.
That bleeding after you give birth is a very unique scent.
It's not a period scent.
It's not. It's a very unique scent that you would probably only smell when you have a child.
It literally smells like, to me, way I could describe it, it's almost like medicine.
Right? It has like a smell to it.
Like, I don't know if it's the iron I'm smelling or what it is, bitch, but it's like medicine.
It's not period smell though. That's crazy.
Not. Yeah, it doesn't smell like a period.
And this is not even your period. This is like just the bleeding that happens after like
postpartum
bleeding.
It's such an odd scent. Like I could recognize that shit anywhere.
I thought it was me because I was like under all this medication. Because I got a C-section.
No,
and
yeah,
I were telling Karina, I was like, do you feel like it smells different? I really thought, I thought it was a diapers.
No. It has a specific scent.
Can we talk about those adult diapers? Because bitch, I came across a TikTok and some girl was like, no, because I wish I could have used these for my actual periods. I was like, no, can I get an amen?
A period. What the Sorry. Amen. Well, we're like derailing a little bit, but the whole free bleeding thing. So there's people straight up, Mayra. It doesn't matter what day they're on. not everybody. A lot of people, some people will do that where they'll like straight up walk around and they're like, well, I'm not going anywhere. I might as well just put a towel under me or sleep in your sleep. I'm like, anyways. So, and you know what? I'm all for girls supporting girls. I never want to, you know, because a lot of people are really passionate about this and I don't want them to think that anyone's judging. I'm not judging you.
No.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, your periods are probably different from mine.
With my periods, I could never, bitch. I'm thinking though, what about the dog pads?
Yes, so people use stuff like that. You know, like also like postpartum when they put like they put
literally.
That's literally like what some people do that too, and they're like commando. But also, Mayra, most of the TikToks I saw, this is like the majority of people I saw talking about free bleeding. Mm-hmm. What they do is like they wear their products, like their tampons or their pads, the first few days, and the last 2 to 3 days of their period, they just don't wear products at all. And they just free bleed onto like their underwear.
So you just got to make sure you got no plans, that you're just at home.
No, there's people that will go out and they're like, I'm on my last few days. So essentially what's happening is, and a lot of people say, is that it's like almost like, I don't know if it's like a placebo effect, but you're like tricking your mind. Like, all right, the pads are done. The tampons are done. I'm on the last 2 days. And you're almost like tricking your mind where you're like, done, I'm done. And your body just like follows and it just stops the period.
It's kind of like that thing that they say, like when you shower, that like when you go in a bath, it stops it supposedly. That didn't work for me. But have you heard of that?
I have heard of that. Like when you go swimming, that your period like
stop.
You know what? That I think that is true though, because times that I've like swam with a tampon in, like all of a sudden my period is so much lighter.
Yeah.
So I think it is one of those things like you're tricking your body into like no more pad, no more tampon, stop bleeding.
But you're swimming. You're swimming your last days, huh? Because swimming day 2, bitch, I could never with a tampon.
No, yeah.
Because let me tell you, day 2, I could wear a tampon, but it's filled in like 30 minutes.
Oh my god, no, yes. Day 2 for me is like a freaking scene,
murder scene,
crime scene, girl. Yeah, but people, that's what people are saying the most. Like most people are free bleeding on their last days of their period. Which makes sense, right? Because you think about the last couple of days where you're just spotting. I don't know what it is about me, but I'm so like, I'm the type of person that like, even if I'm just spotting, and this is going to get TMI, but again, this is fucking girl chat. And if you're uncomfortable by this, like it's girl chat, just click the fuck out. I'm sorry. Because it's about to get just like real, you know? Ooh. So I did get on the depot shot recently, like the birth control. Mm-hmm. And if y'all have been on this shot, you know that the first few months are so fucking like annoying. I actually don't want to get a second one because that's a whole other thing we'll talk about later, but I don't want to do it again. I just want to be in tune with my body. And I know that hormones like get really fucked up with birth control and I'm already feeling like, ugh, I'm not liking it. But anyways, the point is I've been spotting like since I got it. And like, that's how it is with this shit. Like you spot for months. Wait, so you can't even do it. You do, because there's days that you're not spotting, but I'm like spotting on and off constantly, bitch. And for me, like I could just free bleed, but I'm like, I'm the kind of person that like if I'm spotting just a little bit, I have to put like paper or something. Mm-hmm. I know TMI, y'all, but do you guys ever do that? Like for real, like let's keep it real, y'all. Like when you're just spotting and you're like, it's not enough for a fucking pad or a tampon. And a liner, like I never buy liners.
Is that like the thin ones?
Like the panty liners that are like tiny. Oh. I never actually like buy those. Like, so I just don't have them. So honestly, like when I'm spotting, like I just get some paper, roll it up and just, that's it. Do you ever
Come on, rash? That doesn't give you a rash?
Yes. It does.
Bitch. And that's why the fuck I don't do it.
You are so real for that, bitch. I do get rashes with fucking toilet paper.
Paper just like crumbled up in there, girl.
But I feel like when you're spotting, like my spotting is on and off, that like I feel like a pad is like a waste.
You need to get the
and then a tampon's a waste. So maybe I just need to invest in some freaking liners because I never use liners.
You've never tried them, probably.
I have. It's just that like I just don't buy them.
How do you dislike that, but you rather have paper rolled up in your
girl? I don't fucking know. I need to get it together, but I don't do it all the time. It's just like randomly when I'm spotting, like I'm just like, oh, I'm spotting again, and I just put like I just get lazy to go get some fucking. I don't know. Y'all never done that before, or like when you have no pads or nothing tampons, where you're just like, oh, emergency, I gotta put paper.
Duh.
You know,
yeah, of course.
But
have you ever done it with your period?
What? Haven't we all like before? I mean, now
bitch, have you tried day 2?
Day 2 on your period? No, are you serious?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh my god, wait. I'm thinking about it.
Think about like desperate times.
I probably have. And this
I don't
is
know. That's a hard one because I don't know if I remember, but I feel like fuck when you're
I'm definitely thinking like for sure. Yeah.
Shit.
Definitely. But I'm thinking like me now, like me married now, bitch, you got me fucked up. You gotta wait a week.
She could never, yeah.
Absolutely not. Maybe like, you know, when you're first starting to get it on and you're fucking desperate.
Like, I really want to fuck when I'm not on my period.
Like, even now, like, bitch, I'm sorry. Like, you're gonna have to wait. There ain't no damn way. Even if I'm on my last days now, absolutely fucking not. You can wait a few days.
You don't like light a roll and say that your head hurts or something.
I mean, I just say straight up, I'm tired. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't gotta explain to you. I don't have to fucking lie to you. I'm tired and this is what it is. I'm rolling over. Bye. And then I'll be on my phone for an hour.
Be on TikTok for hours. Like,
no, for real. But
free bleeding. Imagine I go back to free bleeding.
Anyways, the point is, do you free bleed?
No, bitch.
But okay, so somebody in the comments on a TikTok said, free bleeding could be something as easily as you sitting on the toilet for 30 minutes because you have a heavy period and you just want to like let it out.
I've never done that.
You never mind. Okay. Well, so I've had times
do that when in general, but not when I'm on my period.
Have you ever had such a heavy period that you're just like, I just need to go to the bathroom and you're just there free bleeding for like 30 minutes and you're like, I don't want to get up right now because like I'm still actively heavy bleeding and like if I get up right now, like I know I'm gonna be back in 30 minutes or an hour. You never done that where like you almost feel like, and that to me, I was like, that's what people are talking about. When you free bleed, you're like in tune with your body and your body's like contracting. And it's like, that's why their period.
Go ahead.
And I think that's why their period shortens when they free bleed. Because when I'm on that toilet, even just for half an hour on my phone, like, and I have a heavy period, I just sit there and I feel like in those 30 minutes, like my body's like,
that's
the
crazy.
clots, everything are like,
I think I unintentionally do it, like just on my TikTok. Like, you ever just use the restroom? Like, even if you're not,
when you take a shit,
use like the restroom and you like, finally when you wipe, things are like room temperature, and you're like, wait a damn minute. To you?
Yeah, of course. When you take a shit, right?
Piss, like it's just cold.
Oh, so you're like sitting there forever, and then even your pee's cold already.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place, girl, but speaking of menstrual cycles, have you heard of the mooning mask? Mooning. Wait, we've all heard of mooning. We've all heard of
when you show your ass.
No, here, I wrote it down on the notes.
Yeah, no, they're in here, girl. I'm trying to look for them. Hold on.
Menstrual masking on TikTok, Mayra. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of the vampire one, obviously.
Well, yeah, the vampire facial is where it comes from.
But where did you get all this information? Because I haven't seen any of this.
TikTok. I see it on TikTok. Did you just like
search it, or did it come out?
No, like it comes up on my For You page.
None of this came up on my For You, and I feel like we have a very similar For You.
No, like no. I saw this and I was like, bitch, we gotta talk about this. So menstrual mask or moon masking. So everyone's hyping it up, you know, and
that's
crazy. It's very much one of those things like where the comment section is
a mix,
is split, you know. And this is why I say I'm always supporting my girls.
You with it?
No, personally, I ain't putting no fucking period stuff on my face, girl. So that's what that is basically. Think vampire facial, but people are doing like DIY at home. Let's put our period blood on our face.
That is a no for me, Karina.
Absolutely not. So this is what it is, right? I took some notes. People take their menstrual blood usually on day 2 of their period because that's when it's
heaviest.
Well, because you want to get a lot, right?
Ooh.
They put it on their skin as a face mask. Some people also do it. Some people do also do it for like religious reasons. So we'll say that, you know, some people do it for that. But a lot of people, like from what I've seen on TikTok, it's more like it's a thing where like people are doing it for like the benefits of their skin. There's also people that do it like for spiritual reasons and more like connecting with their body, and they're very much that. It ain't me, but there is people that do that. So I respect it, but I was like, what the hell? So this is the thing. Menstrual blood contains like platelets, right? But it also contains, you know, red blood cells, white blood cells, and all that, which you hear it and you're like, okay, I understand, you know, because like when you put the vampire facial, it's like you're collecting blood. But not only does it contain those platelets and the red blood cells and white blood cells, it also, when it comes out of your vagina, it contains endometrial cells, like the lining of the uterus. And it's picking up everything in the vagina on its way out. So bacterial vaginosis, if you have that, regular bacteria, infections, etc. It's picking up all that on the way out.
So
and you're putting that all onto your face. So if you possibly have these things, you're transmitting them onto your face. You're not just putting plasma on your face, girl. You're putting like all the vaginal shit that comes out on your face as well, you know?
I can't, Karina.
It's not recommended by actual doctors. Like there's gynecologists that I was watching.
Why?
I was seeing doctors on TikTok actually like stitch in. They were like, no, like if you have like say like some kind of infection down there, like you're transmitting that onto your face. And like imagine actually transmitting something to your face and then having to explain to your doctor like why you have that on your face.
Okay.
People, you know, and this is what's crazy about it. I feel like for the most part, from what I was seeing, people were like, "Oh no," you know. But there is like that community on TikTok that is very empowered by it. And go the fuck off, queen. Could never be me, bitch.
It could never be me, Karina, because I would even put like other stuff instead of that.
I much rather put any. I don't know if I want period blood on my face.
I don't know if this is real,
sick,
but
bitch.
like, you know, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just like,
oh yeah, like I can't. Just thinking of the smell and everything is throwing me off a little bit. So you know, like how they say, like, you know, ejaculation, whatever, that putting it on your face. Is there like a professional word to like cum?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's
Sperm. Oh yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you know they say like putting sperm on your face like is good. That's how, and I can't even think of sperm because it makes me gag.
Throw up, bitch.
And I would choose that over a period blood.
Can we just all collectively, like everybody collectively, agree that the thought of ejaculation makes us want to barf on command?
Yeah. Yep.
Jesus, oh my god, I can't do it.
So that's how bad I think of period blood, that I would rather put sperm than.
Oh, bitch, don't
period.
say that. See, I can't. If you had me choose, I couldn't.
Don't say that. I'm gonna mix it.
Ew, bitch, shut up. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking barf, Mayra. No, I think when it comes down to both, I'm gonna put period blood on my face.
No way.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put period blood.
Damn.
I mean, let's be fucking real. Everybody gets ejaculation on their face. You're like, why?
So, but blood is like.
But I'm not gonna put it onto my face, girl. I'm thinking of that one video that Trisha did where it was like fake, but it was like a lotion, but it was supposed to look like, you know, ejaculation, and she was like smearing on her face, girl.
Don't say that shit, girl.
But people are comparing it to the vampire facial, because the vampire facial, they take blood and they put it onto your face. But with the vampire facial, they collect your blood from your veins. They spin it down to collect only the platelets, which takes out the red and white blood cells. Also with the vampire facial, it's, you know, platelet rich plasma, and it's also being collected in a sterile way. When it's coming out of vagina, it's not being collected in a sterile way at all. Oh. And, you know, with the vampire facial, it usually helps with like wound healing. It reduces pigment, stimulates collagen regrowth, allowing the area to tighten, regain youthful glow, etc. It's usually good for your skin. And people on TikTok, from what I've seen, it's like split. There's also people that would be like, oh my god, my grandma told me about this for years, or my mom told me about this for years. What? Like I literally saw someone say like, oh my god, my Mexican grandma has been telling me about this my whole life, and I thought she was crazy.
Quit playing.
Yeah, and I was like, stop. So I want to ask the audience.
Let's ask the audience, because
would you do it? Have you done it? Do you suggest it? Imagine?
No, I think, you know what it is? I feel like we don't have bad skin. Let's talk about like if we were desperate.
Some people say that it really helps with acne and stuff. But again, we're not a doctor. And the doctors that I have seen on TikTok are saying this is not the sterile way to do it. Because you're collecting, like you're putting everything that's coming out.
What happened to Proactive? Or what is it called?
Is it Proactive?
What is it? Is it called Proactive? I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Girl, no.
Skincare. What happened to avocado fucking facials, girl? But y'all want to put your period blood? Like, come on now.
Listen, I personally, like the thought of it, I'm like, oh my goodness, girl. Oh my gosh. I know there's people that are very like in tune with their self and with their body. Like, go you, queen.
Like
Go
organic
fucking
queens?
you. I could never. Like organic queens, like
Yeah.
we're like very in tune with themselves, where they're very like. I could see that, but I'm like, I can't. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I'm sorry. I'm not judging you, but I can't do it.
organic queens, but I feel like there's limits to things, girl.
Well, I mean, this is a doctor. This is not even judging you at all, guys. Like, this is doctors saying, like, that's not the way to do it, because you're literally putting, like, the good and the bad bacteria. All of that is going
Like,
on your
let
face.
it dry on your face, right?
I don't know, girl, but, like, people do it, which is, like, I was like, oh, my gosh. I mean, go off.
I mean,
Gonna be
hey,
me.
I don't know, girl. Well, speaking of like bacteria and shit, right? You know, pH balance. There's like different products that people use. What's that one? What is that one popular one that even you have talked about before?
Vagisil. People use
Is that what
Vagisil.
you said, Vagisil?
I actually heard that Vagisil is, like, not. It has toxins. Like, it doesn't actually balance it like you thought. Like, you think it could actually, like, cause imbalance if you use it too much.
Yeah. So, do you actually know that if you use Greek yogurt, is it Greek
Yogurt, right?
Yeah.
Plain yogurt, like plain yogurt.
Is Greek a brand or
Yeah,
is it called Greek yogurt?
I think it's like a brand.
Yeah, like the basic organic, not organic, plain yogurt. If you put it down there,
Oh,
it helps your pH
I thought it was
balance.
like eating.
No, you put it down there, girl.
Oh shit.
Like that's what I thought too. I'm like, oh yeah, like you eat it. Like no, you grab it and like smother it down there.
Oh snap!
That
I didn't know
helps
that.
your pH balance.
Well, maybe it's something in the plain yogurt that helps it. Because I have heard of that, and that's an
Yeah.
actual thing, huh?
yeah.
I remember there was an era on TikTok where it was being recommended to me a lot. I was like, what the fuck?
You're like,
talk about for you. But it was like this pill called boric acid. And this boric acid pill is supposed to help like with your pH balance. First of all, let's talk about how every human being has some kind of scent down there.
Yeah,
it's like
it's a
a
normal
natural scent
Yeah.
that we all have. Of course, if you have something that like is very like fishy, or
if it's out of the ordinary, that's when they say you have an infection.
yeah, it's, go to your doctor. Do not be ashamed. A lot of us get infections and they will help you treat it, like bacterial vaginosis or any other things that you might have.
Yeah.
Like if you smell something that's off and like, like you're bathing, you're showering and you're like, it still smells funky. You got to go get that checked out for sure, girl.
Or if it's like burning and stuff.
Or burning, etc. Besides that point, every vagina has an odor to it, like a natural
It's a natural odor that the discharge has. Yeah.
And depending on the time of the month, sometimes it's a little bit different than others, or like sometimes it's more discharge than others. That's all normal stuff.
Yeah, like you could even tell like when you're ovulating, if you really pay attention to the discharge, it's like
It's like very stringy, like
it's like
egg
very
white.
wet, white,
Egg
not
white.
white, clear.
Yeah, like egg whites. Yeah,
Very
like,
much that vibe.
So that's like all just like, I'm like, let's just normalize that everybody has like a vaginal scent.
Yeah.
I don't care how clean you are. Like, it doesn't smell bad.
It doesn't.
It
That's
just
why-
has a scent.
So when people use like Vagisil,
Okay, so that people use that and like because of the pH.
so it doesn't smell at all. That's what you
So I remember I had tried that a while back. I don't use Vagisil. I haven't used it in years, but I know I've tried it in the
said.
past.
I think you said you tried it once and it was like
I've tried
where
it in the past.
Literally didn't smell like anything.
Yeah, even your natural scent, and that's when like something is.
That's gotta mess you up a little bit.
It's gotta mess you up eventually, because with that, like there was no scent. But let me tell you about these boric acid pills, bitch, because people were talking about them to like help with like pH balance, and I was like, okay, TikTok, here we go. Because, bitch, when I see something on TikTok, like, I am the type of bitch that will be fucking trying. If y'all even follow me on Instagram anywhere, like, I'm always eating food I see on TikTok. I'm always, like, buying shit I see on TikTok all the time.
You're easily influenced on.
I'm easily influenced by TikTok. So I bought these boric acid pills.
Oh, you bought them?
Yeah, I used them twice. I haven't used them anymore,
Drink
but
them or you put them?
you put them inside your vagina.
Oh.
And I was like, let's see what this shit does. I take it one night. And again, everybody has a natural scent,
Yeah.
The next morning, Mayra, I'm wiping and I'm like, I don't even smell like just like anything.
Quit playing.
Nothing, Mayra. This is like immediately the morning and after I took it. Overnight. And I'm literally sitting there, Mayra, like, I ain't even fucking kidding. I'm like, girl, I'm trying to smell something.
I don't smell nothing.
Wait, is that
bitch.
like your pH balance being very, very, very balanced?
I don't know, but it does
Because
tell
it's
you
supposed to smell, right?
it's supposed to have some kind of scent.
Not.
But maybe when you take a supplement that
need
helps
to
with the
say.
balance, like maybe it helps it even more. But when I'm telling you, like no scent, like not even like your natural scent. I'm talking nothing.
No, when I say
shook.
like it's supposed to smell like, I mean like it's supposed to smell like regular,
yeah, like a normal
discharge.
like normal like vaginal scent. But with that, it was like nothing at all. And I was like, okay, I'm tripping. Like, no, I go to work, go to the warehouse, like sweating and all this was like months ago, like probably like last summer. No, bitch, nothing. I'm like, oh my God, this is like, this works wonders. I only used it like twice. Like after that, I used it like the next month because I was like, damn, that should talk about, what's that one sound like? Pussy so fresh, so clean or whatever.
So you just stopped using it? Did it scare you?
It didn't scare me. I just got lazy with it, but I was like, oh shit, bitch, this shit like really takes everything away. But they say you don't want to use it too often because it actually could cause like some kind of imbalance.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel
But
like
it's supposed to be good though. Like if you're someone who like if you are someone who deals with that and you feel like you have a imbalanced pH balance or whatever, like that would really help. And
That's
people like
true.
swear by them, these boric acid pills, Mayra. So tell me why I'm like boric acid. I know what boric acid is because I've heard about it for years. Why? Because boric acid is the main ingredient in borax, which is what? It makes slime. And this is how I know boric acid is the main ingredient to make slime, because back in the day when I was making like slime out of like contact solution and freaking shaving cream, the contact solution only worked like certain brands if you looked at the ingredients and the top ingredient was boric acid, because boric acid is like the main key ingredient in borax, in contact solution, etc., to make slime.
Boric pills coming soon. SquishyBunny.com.
Stop playing, bitch. Not slime suppositories for your pussy. Imagine.
Like, what? Karina's like, don't give me that idea.
No, bitch. No. I just thought it was so funny, bitch, because I'm like, wait a damn minute. I know what boric acid is. It's the main ingredient that makes slime.
What?
And it also helps treat pH balance. I'm confused.
And some other slime, which is fucking crazy, girl.
I'm just like, that's just what the fuck? Just a fun fact that I was like, wait a damn minute. But anyways,
Yeah, well, speaking of body odors,
boric acid pills, girl. Let me retry it. Ready? Go ahead.
No, speaking of odors, right? We're talking about, smells and stuff. You want to normalize it, right?
We did talk about that already. We talked about like what did you put? What's in the notes?
Let's normalize body odors. Every human smells like, if not unkept.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I had wrote a note on the notes.
It smells like ass and pussy balls at one point.
Okay. So I put in the notes, every human being smells if you don't shower and keep up with yourself.
Yeah.
Every person, if you're not showering or if you have a sweaty day at work, your pits are going to smell. Your ass is sweating and smelling. You imagine? Everything smells in a human.
Yeah.
And I think if we could connect, and this is how I connect to TikTok. I'll be watching TikToks about real shit like this, and I'm like, we are all the same humans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are. Kim Kardashian smells like pussy. Imagine us doing it. Not like
Clean.
that. Not like that. But can I guarantee? Can we?
But if she
fucking
just has a day where
guarantee-
she doesn't shower, like, which we all have those days where we just are not
You're
showered,
gonna tell
right?
me that Kim Kardashian has never had a day where she's like, damn, I've been lazy, I haven't showered today, like I need to take a shower. I smell it. I smell something.
Yeah.
Like we've all as humans been like, damn bitch, like I need a shower today. Like
those days where you're just cleaning and shit.
Yeah, like it's funny.
Come on,
Me and Mayra are like every human being, you guys, every human being. Like every human, like a guy could smell like balls, a girl could smell like pussy here and there. Like
it's the maintenance. Like
it's literally the maintenance.
It's like if we stop brushing our fucking teeth every day, our breath is gonna smell.
Exactly.
Girl.
That's why I wrote that note in there, because I feel like if we could connect to anybody, bitch, when I see those TikToks of people talking about real shit like that, I'm like, we are all the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that we take showers, we wear deodorant, and take boric acid pills. Imagine how stupid. But like, we are all the fucking same. Like literally, like who? Queen Elizabeth, may she rest in peace. I'm sure
She had her odors of it sometimes.
Oh my god,
That sounds so wrong.
Kind of going like medieval times. Like, did you hear
God,
how like back in the day, like it was like
rare to shower?
Rare to shower, and the more you went without showering, it was like wow. Kind of so like disgusting. When you were like big back then, they would see it like she has money.
That's fucking funny, huh?
Yeah,
I always think of that.
So like the showering thing,
I always think I was born in the wrong era.
So this girl, she was like idolized for like only showering 2 times in her life. A lady.
I'm on me. I'm just
kidding. She had showered. I don't know if it was like as a baby.
Yeah, people.
And then her second one was the night before her wedding.
Yeah,
I was like, what the Karina? Where?
But back then they didn't have showers like that.
But it made me think. Right? I was like, when you train your hair and you don't wash it every day. If you wash it every day, your hair gets oily every single day because it's going to get a wash the next day.
So if you don't wash that ass every day,
so
it might not
smell.
Does
your ass, pussy, armpits, everything adjust to knowing that you're not going to shower until like a century later? Come on now, girl.
I don't know. I know what you mean. But when you look back at medieval times in general, Mayra, you talk about like how the earth must have smelled when you walk out in the street, bitch. Because like waste,
but
human
it
waste.
Make you think. Karina,
there was no like sewers and all that shit. Like there was no pipes connecting to toilets. Like the shit that people were taking were probably out in the streets.
We're definitely privileged with everything for sure.
I mean, I can't help but think like, how did the sex smell? I can't help but think.
Well, they didn't know
that set of bounce that ass, girl.
Better, Karina. They didn't know.
I know they didn't, Mayra. I'm just thinking full blown doggy style. Haven't showered in years.
Quit playing, girl. Quit playing.
I can't.
Karina,
I have to be honest.
You're thinking they're not. They're probably doing like little bird baths. Come on now.
I don't know, Mayra. But when you think about not showering ever,
like they're still, I'm sure, cleaning themselves with like towels and
stuff.
It's
not the same.
It's not.
It's not the fucking same. I'm not judging, Mayra. For God's sake, no. They can't hear us. They're not here. This is centuries ago.
No, girl, I know.
No disrespect. But
it's crazy.
I mean, it's not their fault that they didn't have access to it.
Make me think like, what if like the body doesn't get like as dirty because it knows you're not going to shower?
I don't know. It's fucking crazy,
disgusting.
Looking back, I mean, it's like it's so sad because like no disrespect, like they didn't have access to it,
Yeah.
But I'm like,
the fucking rivers and lakes you could fucking go to. Because my parents, like when we hear it, like their past, they were showering in lakes.
They were showering in the river. Like they would all shower in the river. Yeah.
So unless you bitches weren't in drought, y'all better not have an excuse to not shower, girl.
I don't know, but yeah, I think of that. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Like, imagine the scent, girl.
Hell
or like their teeth, like brushing your teeth.
You know what?
Common.
Yeah, like I feel like brushing teeth. Like they didn't have fucking I was gonna say Kool-Aid. What's that brand? Kool-Aid.
Oh no, yeah, girl. They're
like, whoa. What were they using?
Stinky everywhere.
Like, were they making their own like mint stuff?
Well. I'm sure they were doing.
Go even, like sometimes when you're like, I don't know, something that day, like for whatever fucking reason, I feel like I am a daily brush my teeth girl. If I go a day, bitch, I'm brushing them.
Oh yeah.
I will make sure I brush them that night because I cannot skip the full day. But even then, like,
I gotta brush my teeth
rare
every day.
Occasions
for sure
when you didn't wash your teeth that morning.
Like say like I'm really in a rush, but even in a rush, I gotta get even 5 seconds, bitch.
But like okay, say like because I'm the kind that like I have my coffee first and then I brush my teeth, right? So like say I have my coffee first and then for some reason I stayed downstairs and I was busy, right? And I just had a busy day where I was just home cleaning and stuff, and for some fucking whatever reason I didn't brush my teeth.
Yeah.
By the end of the night, I feel the buildup. And that's just one damn day.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you can feel it.
So I don't. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's people go without
I feel
brushing
like I
their
could
teeth.
tell when people don't brush their teeth though. Like they have that buildup.
I'm like their best smells awesome.
Besides that, like the buildup.
Okay. No. Yeah. You could see it.
Like I get it. Even if it's
that little slimy buildup. Like
yes, exactly. Yeah. And first of all, you had to floss. You know what
I don't get. When when someone's breath constantly smells and I'm like, you don't taste it or smell it?
They're used to it, girl. Do you floss? Be honest.
I do. Not as much as I should, but I do.
I do occasionally.
Me too.
I don't do it like I should.
I should be flossing every day, but I will say that I floss at least like 3 times a week. Like I might skip a day, but I'm flossing.
Okay. Okay. Do you?
I won't do it every day. Like I'll skip some days, but I'm flossing at
You
least
brush
once or
your
twice a
tongue,
week.
right?
Yes, that I could forget. Like if I'm in a rush.
No,
I can forget
for
my
me,
tongue.
that's a priority. My tongue.
Okay,
Okay, let me tell you.
because you're like, because I'm the
know-
worst. Bin. Imagine like why?
What?
Oh, your tongue now.
No, oh, you know where it's been, bitch. I'm done. No, did you know that even flossing can prevent like heart issues? It can prevent
Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know that.
yeah.
What?
It prevents also what is it called? Oh my Lanta. Like when you have memory loss when you're older. What is that called?
Dementia?
Yeah, dementia,
What
like
the
brushing your
hell?
tongue and
Is that
teeth.
for real?
It's a doctors talk about it all the time.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like make sure you're flossing, make sure you're brushing your teeth because that bacteria travels through your blood and all that. Yeah.
Oh, that. Okay, I get that. I could see that, like the traveling.
But yeah, like it has to do with your heart and dementia somehow is in it too. Like make sure you are brushing your tongue.
Oh, girl.
And so I started thinking about the times I flossed, and I was a little scared, girl. I was like, oh my God.
No, but you know
I
when
don't
you haven't
do it.
flossed in a bit?
Bitch, no.
That string, bitch.
Okay, can I- okay.
Damn near knocked me out.
No.
Ew, that's when you
No.
know, like, it's been
Okay.
a minute, bitch. Ooh, I
I'm
don't
like
that
Karina.
shit.
Like I do it occasionally, but I don't do it every single day. You know who does it every day? I think Brian. I'm like,
That's good.
come on, health, imagine,
Come on, dental health.
right?
No,
Yeah.
that's good.
So I started thinking about my heart and stuff, and I was a little freaked out. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh, Ryan.
But the other day I was like flossing, and I'm the only reason why I kind of stopped flossing these past couple of weeks was because I was like flossing in the shower, and I have like a fill, and every time I get in that freaking muela, my fill's about to pop out. So I've had Brian like 3 times come in and like remove the floss with like fucking scissors, girl, because it's stuck. If I pull it out, I'm removing the whole fill.
Oh.
And I don't have insurance for teeth.
You know what? I actually, like, a few years ago when I got my veneers done, they replaced all the black
gray?
fillers. And she did them really good because I never have that issue where I think I'm gonna like rip a filler out. So now
Oh, I have the silver one.
you can't see my silver ones anymore.
I have them.
I had a lot when she replaced them because I remember she had to go in there like digging, bitch.
You don't feel like you ever have cavities sometimes, like when you eat candy?
Sometimes I do, and I'm like, bitch, I need to go get a checkup.
When was the last time you went to the dentist, bitch? Let's talk about that.
Probably like a year ago or something. I mean, I feel like I keep up with my teeth. It hasn't been that long. How long has it been for you?
I don't even know. Just health insurance doesn't cover dental.
No, that's different. Like, what a fucking scam, huh? Like, it has
some
to be
people
separate.
go to TJ, bitch.
It's separate.
Yeah.
Dental
I don't remember the
insurance.
last time I went to the dentist.
Yeah, you probably have some cavities.
So I know I have cavities because when I eat something sweet, I'm like,
But then again, also
Sucking it
like
out.
depending on the dentist, sometimes they fucking lie and say you have all these cavities and you don't.
No,
so
I
you have to
think
get second opinions.
Oh, really?
Like it's a thing.
Oh.
No, for real, it's a thing. Yeah, where you should get a second opinion because sometimes they'll tell you you have all these cavities and you don't. They just want to like bill your insurance.
Well,
That's crazy, huh?
I don't know, but I need to get the like fill them in with the white ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so since we're doing girl chat, let's talk about your first time because I know your first time could be a little awkward. We don't have to go into detail like about our sex life and all, you know, if you're not open to it. But what do you like?
I feel like for
Tell you what, you're like, bitch. What happened to not being open?
okay, see, for me, like it's like one of those things that like I won't go into detail, but like of course it's always like really awkward.
Like I feel like I could imagine two people's first time. That's the couple's first time of being awkward. But if it's
Yeah.
like the guy already like knew or vice versa, then like one of them could lead the way, right?
I feel like it has to be awkward no matter what. Like someone's first time with, even if you've had other partners, like it has to be awkward, like with another person, right? Like I would think the first time regardless. Because like think about like how you and your partner, if you've been together for a while, like you know each other's rhythm, you know each other's like
my God,
everything.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like think about like a new person, like you don't know each other on that level yet. I feel like it has to be awkward at first.
Yeah.
It's funny because even with the first kiss,
Yeah, true.
I think about me and Raul's first kiss and it was so fucking awkward. And I think
Yeah.
about now how like, you know, there's a rhythm to our kissing, like where you just know how to kiss and you just like intimate too, you know, you have your own rhythm. Do you know what I mean? Like it has to be like that with every partner. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I feel like everybody has their
Unless you're
own-
like really experienced, I don't know, you know, but
No, especially if you have a partner. Like, what if he's like a fucking porn addict and he's over here thinking he's gonna flip you and shit? Like,
Oh my god, that part. Expectations with sex.
It's unrealistic. Like porn is kind of unrealistic.
Porn sex
a lot
is
of times.
unrealistic.
It just depends. Like if you're really into that rough
Like you're not
sex.
always like squirting like that, like they do on porn.
Even the positions. So what if you do get a man that's probably has not had sex, right? And
when he's watched porn,
and his expectations are like insane.
Okay.
Like, no, it's true.
No, I know. It's funny when you think, because I just thought of all these like crazy scenes.
Yeah,
like,
bitch.
You it's not what you're getting.
For a woman, like that's not gonna.
It just depends if you're a freaky girl. What you looking for? I got what you're looking for. I know that on TikTok.
But a woman, like a lot of women speak about it. The way that they're stimulated is not how fucking porn works, girl.
Ew, no, absolutely not.
Like it's not what you see. And
like
for a guy,
you know, like I feel like every person has like their freaky side. And you know, every couple has their nights when you really are going the fuck off. Yeah. And you're like, damn, we really those bitches. You're like, damn, pop the camera out. Imagine. Like, why? And you're like, you know, there is times where you want to like have like a different night. No,
I get it.
You wanna, and sometimes you do want to like get inspo off of actual scenes.
No, yeah, true.
But for the most part, like you're not doing all that
realistic standard
shit. Yeah,
realistically, like for a first timer, girl, for sure.
Yeah, if those are your expectations, what you see on porn, like you got another thing coming, bitch. Like, cause ain't nobody got that energy.
Why I bring that up is like a lot of people have talked about that. How it's like it's not like. You could have very passionate crazy nights, but it's not realistic for like a woman to be, you know, fully stimulated. Like, does that make sense?
Like how they do it on there. Yes.
Yeah. Like, like we could even jump into the fucking topic of like, there's women that can't have an orgasm, right?
Yeah.
If really, the guy did it for his own pleasure, like would the girl orgasm? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like girls, you know, it's not just penetration that's doing it.
Well, okay, I was gonna ask because
sometimes it can,
because I've heard women talk about how like they do it or whatever, they let their man do whatever they want, whatever, and then for them it's not penetration that makes them orgasm.
So then they finish on the side.
Yeah, and I was flabbergasted because like I've
oh, this is so funny.
No, you know what I mean? Like
I get it.
Yeah, like
no, yeah. Like you finish with your partner.
Yeah, like
and I know what you mean. Like I don't need like something like a toy or something to finish with my partner. Yeah. I could finish with my partner like, but it's only like specific positions. So I get it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
I feel you. Yeah,
it depends. Actually, it really just depends. Mm-hmm. But I think for the most part, like yes, a guy like from first thought, like they think, oh, a girl like she wants to get, I don't know, you know, they think that they know how to please her just by clapping those cheeks, and it's like more goes into it. Mm-hmm. You can make her climax, but you gotta do other stuff. Like, yeah, you know, there needs to be some kind of clitoral stimulation.
Yeah, because like there's people that I mean? Like you meet and they've been like,
are we getting age restricted? Like. Oh my God, we're beyond that point, right?
Well, that's why I'm trying to keep it very low key, bitch. Like, can we
should we use like terms?
Right? Yeah, let's keep it a little PG.
We're far past that, girl.
But yeah, and then there's people that have been doing it for fucking years, girl, and they've never orgasmed.
Oh yeah.
Like I've heard of people that legit like they have a regular sex life, but they have never orgasmed, and I'm thinking like, what's the point of it, right?
But because like
isn't that the point?
Sex is fun, like it's nice, but don't you want to like climax?
Go somewhere,
right? Don't you want to go somewhere? It's like getting in the car and like you don't go to your final destination. Like
no, it's really that.
Like the ride's fun, but like I want to pull up, you know?
Yeah. So I don't know, like that's crazy, but I feel like that's like the woman has to find her rhythm for that.
Yes, and you have to be very comfortable, and I feel like you have to have the right partner.
Yeah,
and you have to be
comfortable, that part.
But there is women that have not experienced an orgasm, and I'm like, I think you will. I think when you find the right partner and you're in your most comfortable like self, I think you will. I think it's probably like it could be the partner too, because he's probably not hitting the right spots, girl. That part.
Yeah, it could be.
Another thing I wanted to talk about with girl chat is okay, how do I bring this up? You know how a lot of people like to say like, oh, I'm like real, I'm blunt, I'm real, I'm real. Like, is there a, and I remember on the real, they literally talked about this. Like, what's the difference between being like real and then just being like
rude,
a bitch or like rude? Like, there's a difference, right? From like, I keep it real.
Yeah.
And like, no, you're just a bitch.
Yeah, like you didn't have to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, for example, with your friends. And people always talk about this. Like, if you're a real friend, you're going to tell your friend they don't look good in that dress, or they don't look good in this, or they should do this or that. I am not that person. I'm not going to ever fucking tell you what to wear or like what to change.
And there is certain, I think just depends, like if I ask you and stuff, it just depends, like, because Karina, I would want you to fucking tell me if I look ridiculous, girl.
No, I feel like we would tell each other.
Yeah.
Like if I'm wearing something funny, like I feel like Mayra would be like, girl, you should try this on. But then I've had some really funny moments in my life where ain't nobody told me shit. And I'm like, yeah, well, fake for that shit.
wait.
I'm going to pop up a picture
I could not.
of this busted ass wig that I wore at my engagement party. And I just want to say, I'm actually so glad God was looking out, because I had 2 engagement parties.
Oh, yeah.
And the only reason I had 2 engagement parties is because we were pitching the show that we were going to do. We were pitching it to like networks, and they were like, let's do another engagement party for this like show that we're going to pitch. Yes, I have pictures of all of it, girl. And I look back and cringe.
No, that wasn't for that.
No, the one for the episode, the one that we pitched, that was a separate engagement party. And that was actually like a really nice engagement party. It was more intimate. And I have a lot of memories from that day. And that day, actually, I felt cute. Like, I liked my dress. I liked my hair. My first engagement, like my actual official engagement party, where like a lot of people came. Oh my gosh. I was wearing like, I was just in my era where I was like, I want a different look. I want to wear a wig.
That was your choice.
Yes. I was like, I want to wear a wig. And like, I didn't know about wigs. Like, I didn't really, I didn't know where I can get a good wig. I went to somebody who I thought at that time was like popping. And I look back and I'm like, that wig looked crazy, bitch.
I think
I looked crazy, Mayra.
You know what, Karina? I don't think in the moment, like, we thought it looked bad.
I looked like a joke.
No, like, now it's like an inside joke in the family. We're like, oh, shit, But
my wig was touching the heavens.
You know what I think it was?
It was so ugly.
No, it was the way it was, like, styled, right?
Well, the person that styled it, they're known for really big hair.
Come on, fucking. What is a little toddlers and tiaras?
Toddlers and tiaras vibes. It was the wig, first of all, like the lace was just not it. It was a pretty expensive wig for like the price. I thought it would be like legit. It honestly, it was.
Can we get a price?
I can't remember, but it was definitely like up in like 800,000. Like when people pay for like an install plus wig. The point is, it was not cute. And I look back and I'm like, Jesus, why the fuck? And I remember people were in the comments were like, oh my gosh, she's wearing a wig. Like, hopefully she doesn't do this on her wedding day. I was like, oh. And that's when I realized I was like, I look like a joke. Anyways, that's besides the point. What the fuck were we talking about? Oh,
being honest.
Keeping it real, right? Maybe y'all were like, oh, it's her decision. But
you were living your best fucking life, girl.
But like, do you think, and I want to know you guys in the comments too, like, do you think it's okay, like, if your friend, if you feel like they shouldn't be wearing something, or you feel like you're like, oh, you feel some type of way about their hair, makeup, etc., would you be the kind to be like, girl, you look fucking crazy, change it? Like,
no, there's ways of saying it.
But are you that friend? Are you the friend that says that? Like, I'm gonna tell you if you have lipstick in your teeth, I'm gonna look out for you.
Oh yeah,
your lashes falling off. I'm gonna tell you, girl, your lashes a little crooked, like it's falling off. Things like that.
So if your friend like is wearing maybe like what is it? Because we have notes in here. Yeah, like okay. So like if your friend's wearing something that's not flattering, or like something's off, you would like if your friend's wearing like a dress that you're like, what the fuck is she wearing? Would you tell her? Keep it real.
See, this is the thing with me. I'm like, if you feel confident in something, then you like that dress. You put it on. And if it's not my style, who the fuck am I to tell you to not wear it?
Yeah,
because it's not my style.
I feel like,
because if I like a pair of jeans and I really like them, I'm wearing them for a reason. Unless you caught me. Oop, Mayra's light went out too. They were dying, I think. But if my jeans, if I'm wearing them, it's because I like them, right? Unless I tell you as a friend, like, y'all, these fucking jeans. Because I'm the kind of person that if I don't like something about what I'm wearing, I'll call it out. Like, I know I look crazy, y'all. Like, I just fucking roll out of bed, you know?
Yeah.
But if I'm wearing something, it's because I probably liked it. If it's like something where I'm like, you're going to, I'm trying to think of a scenario. Like, if you're going to look, if people are going to like look at you and you're going to be the laughing stock, like, I'm going to tell you. Like, I'm just thinking, like, I would probably tell you, like, Mayra, you should not wear that because honestly, like, it's not like, me, though. I'm just thinking, any friend. You would tell me. Any friend. If it's going to be something really where I'm like, okay, you know what? You should probably switch it up.
Like what?
I'll probably suggest it, like, you know what, girl? Like, I think this will look better.
It's kind of like, who asked? If you ask me.
That part. Did you ask me for my opinion? No.
Yeah, if my friend tells me, like, I don't like your fucking shirt, like, bitch, did I fucking ask you? Like,
there you go. That part.
Like, if you ask me, then I'll be like, oh, well, maybe, try this top.
If I'm not asking you for my opinion, like if I'm not asking my friend, like, does this shirt make me look fat? It's like my friend saying, you shouldn't wear that. It's not flattering on you. I would be like, you fucking bitch. Who asked you?
Yeah.
Because if I don't want, I'm thinking like, I'm putting myself in that position. Do I want someone telling me when something doesn't look good on me? No, bitch, I don't. Because now I'm going to look at you funny and be like, why are you judging me?
Yeah, I'm going to look at you funny too.
So why would I do that to someone else? Because if you're not asking me for opinion, like, I don't got to tell you. And if you're going to ask me, like, guys, let's be real, like, should I wear this or this? But even if you just tell me, what do you think of this? Go the fuck off, queen.
No, if they say, what do you think? I'm be like, okay, well, let's see. Like, what are your other options?
Okay. You know what?
Yeah, girl, they ask.
I'm thinking, like, I have friends that are honest, like, that if I ask them, like, do you think this? They'll be like, it's cute, but, like, do you have this? Do you have this? Like, yeah, and I respect that honesty. But it's when, like, if I'm wearing something and you tell me you shouldn't wear that, I'd be like, don't say that shit. Because, like...
Yeah, if my friend's just going to be, like, petty and be like, I don't like that shirt. So, bitch, hold the fuck up.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say, like, being real versus being just a fucking
If
bitch.
my friend tells me, like, do you have a different shirt? Then it's like, oh, I see your approach. And
I don't know.
Nice
I feel like I'd be like, what do you mean do I have a different shirt? I put it on for a reason.
What do you mean? It's the one I have on right now, bitch.
I just matched my whole look to this shit. What are you talking about?
I know.
Like, what do you mean?
I want to know in the comments down below. Do you guys tell your friends if she's wearing something that's not flattering?
Like,
do you tell her?
And do you feel like it's one of those things that it's like, it's not about being real, it's about being respectful, period?
That part. It's
like,
that.
I hate when people are like, well, I'm just fucking real and y'all don't like it. It's like, no, you're a bitch.
Like, that's rude.
Like, there's people that like will just be blunt and try to call everybody out for anything and just be like all up in everyone's business. And they'll be like, well, everyone's thinking it. I'm just the real one about it. And it's like, no, you're just a fucking bitch. You're just fucking rude.
Who the fuck raised you?
You're just maleducado, literally.
So speaking of friends, you guys, we're just literally just throwing topics out there. This is literally girl chat. So we're like literally reading off the notes. But we want to talk about envious, jealous people in your life. So let's talk about it. Is being jealous normal? Let's talk about friends who secretly might hate you. Which, you know what? I feel like we have a really close circle where I've never felt that vibe at all. Like, dead ass. I have never ever felt it because I feel like in the industry that we're in, it's kind of hard to like trust people that come into your life. But to be 100% real,
I never got that vibe.
I've never got that vibe, which is so good. Like, to know that you haven't like friends are not using you and stuff. Because you honestly, like, if we're gonna keep it real, you hear it a lot in like, that community, that people, you don't know if they're in it for the wrong reasons. And honestly, honest to God, I feel like we have the most genuine. I feel like our circles actually, our very close friend circle is very, very small to begin with. It's literally Flory, Crystal, and Elizabeth. Peter's our cousin. Yeah, but Peter, like, I don't get that vibe.
No, I feel like we're all really supportive of each other. I feel like I've had people in my life before, for sure. I'm not even gonna fucking lie, straight up. I've had people in my life that I'm like, I have never done anything to you, and you give me like the weirdest fucking vibes that you hate me.
Quit playing.
100%, Mayra. I've had people in my life like that.
Have you told me?
I feel like there's people where you're like, you are just like, I truly believe, Mayra, because this is like, and I'm sure anybody can relate, and not just with friends, family in general, anybody, where you hear things about people that they're like, you rub people the wrong way and you're like, I've never done shit to you.
Oh, okay.
I've heard about fucking distant family.
We've heard
Let's
it
keep it
more
real.
with like distant family than friends.
I've heard about distant family who make comments about stuff. And I'm like, I have been nothing but respectful to you my entire
You know what?
life.
That makes me think, Karina, because, you know, obviously like our really close friends would never, but like I have seen like random comments like where people will like bring up very personal things, like, and they'll be like they know us, and they're like, they're being a hater behind the screen, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
you're someone secretive that I just don't know.
And I'm like,
who it
oh, you're
is.
like you know us as you know, like you actually know us, and you're like being a hater, like, and I don't know who you are. You could be in my circle, and I don't even know.
That I've seen that. Like when someone randomly brings up like money changed them, I'm thinking like, you are speaking your insecurities, bitch, because
Oh yeah.
I've never given you a reason. Like when they bring that up, like when they bring up money or like fame,
no one's
or
talking about
I'm
that.
like, that's
Because-
your own insecurity screaming, like, because we've heard
Because
that
in
shit,
reality,
Karina.
money and fame,
You know, we
doesn't
have
do
heard
anything.
that shit, and I'm like, where did this come from, girl?
Like, where does it even come from?
Like, this is your own insecurity screaming,
Like, where does it?
right? Or am I
Literally.
tripping?
No, yeah. And I feel like that's something that, like, first of all, like, money and fame shit is never really in the picture at who you are as a person. That has absolutely nothing to do.
Exactly.
Like, I've always said this, and I've always said this. If you are a shitty person, you're going to be that person with or without money.
that part.
And if you are a shitty person and you already feel above others, now imagine when that person gets money.
Ooh,
That's what
bitch.
I've thought of. That's what I've thought of.
A
I've met
monster.
people who have nothing and feel that they are on top of the world. And as they should, but they look down on others, and that's not okay.
Yeah, that's true.
And I've met people that are very wealthy that you would never think that they even have anything because of how humble they are. How fucking humble, the way they walk, the way they dress. They don't fucking flaunt it for shit.
That
Which,
part.
if you do have money, it's okay to flaunt it too.
Yeah, go off.
That has nothing to do with that.
But it's a fact.
What I'm
yeah.
saying is that your financial status, your fame, whatever the fuck,
define
any of that shit has zero to do with you as a person.
Yeah. So when you do hear it, like, oh, from like,
It's like that's
when you do hear
speaking-
from another person that said like, oh, so and so person said that money changed you,
You're
it's like, where did that come from?
Like, why? Because I didn't like
that's
give you money?
Like,
Is that what it is?
Like that's what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one ever brought up money to you. That's how you're viewing it, and that's how
Mm-hmm.
like that's reflecting.
no, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I could confidently say like when if you're a bad person or not, like we know that
Yeah.
we don't fucking mess with anybody like that. Like we don't I respect everybody.
I've never seen,
I
like-
get along with everybody. And if you got something bad to say about me, bitch, that is you
That's a
and
personal
your own
fucking
personal
problem.
problem because you know I got no fucking issues with you on my end.
Literally.
Like, you know.
Yeah. Thankfully, we don't. I've never
I
felt
don't
that in our
think.
circle.
See, that's the thing.
Like,
If you ask me,
thankfully.
like, do you have issues with anybody? No, I don't. But then later I find out
that someone has an issue
that
with
someone
you.
probably does feel a certain
you're
way about
like,
me. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I wasn't even aware you ever had that. So like that just shows, you know.
Yeah.
And it's and then you also see it as like if it was like a repetitive thing, you would like that's when you have to like self-reflect and be like, I might be the problem. But when you really are like the person that like you are seen as someone who is not like that, and then just one random person, like it's obvious like that's just
pretty obvious.
a them issue, you know.
And then like I think about like I feel like good jealousy, like where you're like, oh, queen, like that's iconic. That's like so different than like that envy. Is envy and
Yes.
jealousy different?
It
I feel
is.
like envy is like
because
an evil jealousy, right? Or is it the same thing?
I don't know, because there is every human being could be jealous.
Yeah.
Anybody could see something and be like, damn, that's cool. I want that.
And that's so iconic.
Like 100%. Like I could see something and be, what would it be, jealousy or envious? I don't know if the two are the same exact thing.
It's like a normal jealousy.
It's normal. Like, oh, girl, I'm jealous. Like, you
oh,
know,
fuck, I wish I had that. Yeah, of course.
of course. But when you are wishing bad on someone and you're like, ugh,
Now that's evil.
that's like, okay,
You
why
know
can't
what?
they
I
have that?
this theory. It's really fucked up because I mean I feel like good things happen to good people. I have this. I mean it's hard because
I feel like
don't
that's a
think
very
it's
blanket statement.
Yeah, because there's
Because
a lot of
horrible things happen to good people too.
no, that's true. But I feel like and then you see good things happen to horrible people. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, where like someone that's so evil has it all, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, how are they full of blessings?
It goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
Because somebody who sees like somebody doing well, they probably don't even know them, and they're thinking like, why can't that be me?
Yeah.
And it's like,
but I think about those people, right? Like the envious ones, the ones that are constantly just looking down on people. They can't see others happy. I think the way that I think of it, I'm like, with that mindset, you're not going to get anywhere.
With that negative mindset, yes.
Like, this is why your moment hasn't came, because you're so bitter, worried about other people, and you does that make any sense?
I think about that too.
Like, I'm not saying that I think that good things happen to good people all the time, because we've seen that it doesn't, and the same vice versa. We've seen like really horrible people that have it all.
I've seen amazing people, and that I'm like, you deserve nothing but blessings. Like, why are you going through this? You see people so powerful, and you're like, why do they have so much power? They don't deserve that.
So like, I get that, but I also, right? Do you ever think that though? Like, someone that's like really
there is times that I think I'm like, you are so full of hate, and that's why you're not prospering.
That part,
that I do see that sometimes. I'm like, if you focused and put all that energy into you, you'd go somewhere instead of being a bitter bitch. Because there is people that are like constantly like trying to see some, like, there is, I feel like everybody has came across that person or someone where you're just like, oh my gosh, you're so angry at everybody for what? Like,
yeah, I truly believe that there's people out there that are like, it irritates them seeing other people thrive. And I'm talking about those people that like put down people, those people that are just like have really ugly hearts.
It's human to be a little jealous. It's human.
But it's how you take it.
But it's how you act on it too, and like, how you feel. Like, it shouldn't affect you. It's actually so much more empowering to see others and be inspired by it. Yeah. And be like, oh my God, I'm so jealous. Like, I hope that could be me one day.
I've literally told friends, I've told Karina, like there's ways of being jealous where it's like, oh my God, girl, I'm so jealous. And like, it just depends how you see it. Like, you could be like, oh my God, girl, I love your car. I'm so jealous. Oh my God, I wish I had your car. Or like stuff like that, like, are very like,
or it's human too, Mayra, to like see something and be like, damn, like, I'm jealous, and maybe it does bring you down as a person.
Yeah.
But at least you're not,
I get it,
projecting that on that person that hates.
Yeah, I feel like jealousy,
you could feel it up here.
It's just how you take that jealousy.
It's how you project it. You could feel it. You could, as a person, if you're feeling really low, and then you see someone doing what you have, or it naturally, you're gonna be like, oh, like, I'm jealous, and it's gonna bring you down. But don't project that onto that person, and don't ruin their moment.
That part. And like, even talking about that, like, you know how people, like, this is just how it depends. It's like, if I am showing you like I don't know, like a new ring I got, right? And I'm showing it to you because I'm so excited, and you think I'm showing it off to you just to show it off. I feel like that jealousy is reflecting how you feel, but you're not realizing that person's just super excited about that accomplishment, that they got this ring they've always wanted.
Yes. Or right? I think people's reactions tells a lot about them too.
How they react.
If you've been like working on something, or maybe you're super excited about something, and you approach your friend with it, and you're like, look, like, this is what I've been working on.
And then you didn't get a reaction out of them.
And they just look like, it's a thing that you see sometimes, and you're like, oh shoot, like, I don't know if this is like making you feel some type of way, or like, or, you know, and it's like, it's sad because I'm like, I really do feel like, for when I see like, you know, people I follow or my friends and stuff, whenever they have accomplishments, I'm so excited truly for them. Truly so excited. Like,
and you want to show them that you're excited because you know it's something that they're working on.
Because it's something they're excited about, and something they've been working on. So it is like, there is people, and I'm sure you guys could relate, like when you get a new car, or you do this or you do that, and then there's someone where you're like, side eye, bitch, like, why are they acting so funny?
Yeah,
you
know? if you,
that's they just fake always people, say, period.
They always say, like, keep an eye out on those that don't clap, girl, because those are the ones. The silence is fucking loud, girl. Because I'm sure you guys have experienced those moments where you show your friend something super like important to you, and for their reaction is like, they don't even want to give you the time of it, like,
or like the whole world is like congratulating you, but that one person you think is really close to you, like, crickets. And I'm like, And I'm like, wait, you're standing out a lot right now. Standing out a lot.
I saw a really good TikTok actually the other day that was kind of about that. And it said, like, if you are that friend, if I just dyed my hair, I have a new haircut. Well, not necessarily because you can't really tell. But if I just got something new and it's obvious, or if I lost weight and it's obvious and you don't tell me, that to me gives jealousy. Karina, have you ever had that? Keep it fucking real. Especially right now that you're like losing weight.
No, I don't really notice it like that.
Have you ever had a scenario though where it's like so obvious, like with something and they don't bring it up? Because I really believe that.
Yes, I'm thinking about other scenarios in my life where like I have something really exciting,
like,
or
and then I'm waiting really for it, excited. You know they're avoiding
something where I'm really excited to talk about it, or maybe something that like I announced online and like everybody's reaching out except that one person, and I'm like, wait, like, did you not see it? Like, but then I see you like later on, and then you're like, congrats, by the way, like months later, and I'm like, wait, so you did know?
Yeah,
things like that. I'm like, okay, that to me comes out
like, wait,
weird.
You did see that picture, but you didn't like it.
Oh my lord. The liking pictures on Instagram, that goes for anybody. If you're someone who can't just click like on something and just be that, that's so weird to me. I had a person one time, and this is like so awkward. I don't hold it against him at all, but it like, if you're someone watching who's like a content creator, you're gonna cringe, because you'd be like, if someone did this to you, you'd be like, cringe. I remember one time I had like, it was like a sponsored post, and I posted it, and there's somebody who I follow that follows me back that I've actually never really noticed them like my pictures. I never noticed it until this day because they liked that post. So I never noticed they didn't like my pictures. Like, I genuinely, it was not an issue. I never noticed they liked them or not, ever. Because you know how you could always see who likes your pictures and stuff, and you usually see like the same people liking your pictures, like your same mutual friends. So this person, like, I never really saw that person when it says like so and so liked your picture plus this many others. I never saw that person like ever really. So I never noticed it beforehand. But I remember I was like, oh, she liked my picture. Like, oh, that's crazy. Like, she hasn't like, I don't think I've noticed her ever like my pictures, and or in a long time. So then I just like click randomly like on the likes, and then like it disappeared.
She unliked it.
She unliked the picture. She accidentally liked my picture. Girl. She accidentally liked my picture and was like, oh, oops, let me make sure to unlike it. And
it's giving like when you accidentally watch the story and they posted a second ago and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, but that's okay
but
too.
That's okay too. Like, anyways, it's really
so
hard
random
to trust. It's so weird. I don't know.
So random. This is getting so like long.
Like, what are we even talking about? Imagine
girl, talk about girl chat. Oh my gosh, guys.
And we can go on and on, but it's a long episode, girl.
There could be like so many episodes to girl chat, guys, because there's so much stuff to talk about. Yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed.
Oh my goodness. Now my ass hurts from sitting so long, girl.
I think I talked too much. I don't know if I talked over you.
No, you're good. Oh.
I feel like I talked way too fucking much today.
But we hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know of any weird stories of your friends being jealous. Like, what's a sign to you that just screams jealousy? I'm curious. Because there's like certain things that like...
Or just like weird things. Where you don't even know how to categorize it. Because like, I don't think at all like someone unliking my picture, I don't think that's any form of jealousy. For me, it's just like, you really don't fuck with me to unlike my picture on purpose, you know? That's really it, you know? But yeah, let us know, guys. And also comment down below if you want to see more girl chat stuff and what you want to see us talk about. Yeah, this was a fun episode. I don't know if we're age restricted or not. We'll let you know.
Right. But that is it for episode 45, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.
Bye.